It's Yalla Home. Yalla Home.
With Anna Schofield.
And Big Hass.
All right, let's do Sharjah a little bit right here.
Let's
the
do
home
Sharjah.
of theater,
Yeah.
the home of culture, the emirate that not a lot of people like to talk about or want to talk about in the UAE, but the fact of the matter remains that it's the cultural capital of this beautiful country. Our beloved jeweler, Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al-Qasimi, who is a very, very kind of advocate about theater, does plays himself, right? Plays
Right.
himself.
Yep.
Advocate about this whole artistic expressing yourself in a great way, and Sharjah is the place to be in the UAE. With all due respect to other Emirates, it's known. We might not have the tallest building in the world, but we got the culture, and that for me is really, really important. It's crazy that I work in a corporation, Sharjah Broadcast Authority, 2 minutes away from where I grew up. Just mental. We're talking about that because we want to talk about the floating theater.
Yeah, it's the most incredible thing. So everything you just said is completely true, and this has actually been inspired by His Highness. He went and inspected plans actually recently for it, but it's the most beautiful thing. It's just beautiful. So we're talking about a floating theatre, and it's the project for Kalba, and it's going to be along the Corniche. They basically want this open floating theatre, which is shaped like a shell, a traditional shell. So if you opened a shell and it had a hinge on one side, that's what this theatre looks like. It's
amazing,
beautiful. It's going to float on the water, and the view from the theatre is going to be quite incredible because you're going to be able to see along the Corniche, and you're going to be able to see various things. And this is one part of a big old plan. They're doing lots of distinctive things around that particular area. But this is going to be, the jewel in the crown because it's just so gorgeously beautiful. And it's these bits that make my heart sing. When Sharjah Performing Arts Academy arrived, I couldn't have been in there quicker. Literally, as they were unlocking the doors, I was outside banging. I couldn't wait. I was like, theatre's arrived, and they started doing, BA honour degrees in performing arts, and then they're doing stage design, and then they're doing this, that, and the other. Everything was fantastic, and now we are going to have a floating theatre. One of the things
I want to definitely MC
I
there.
want to. You'd be great.
I like
Well, the acoustics will be they'll be incredible. But they said they want to put it on the tourist map. They want tourists to come to Sharjah and go to the floating theatre. And of course, everyone's going to, aren't they?
You heard her here first, the floating theater in Kalba. Shout out to Sharjah.
If you liked this episode of Yalla Home, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.